You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
What up? Nunn in the building, outside the building. What up, man?
Feel great, man.
First off, fire.
Thank you.
Fire. The teacher angle was dope. You know what I mean? Like you did your damn thing.
Second fell flat. I thought the second was gonna be more than what it was, but
The second, what was the angle in the
like an
second?
alcoholic angle.
Yes. Yeah. The fire shit in there though.
Yeah.
It was fire lines.
Gotcha.
Rum. What was the rum?
The Rum should be champion of the year
Every year. Yeah. So you had a lot of little shit in there that actually worked.
Right.
You know. But yeah, the teacher joint, and then.
The third.
That third.
Yeah.
Like in battle rap, man, people have some incredible thirds. People dedicate their third to shit they want to speak about.
Yeah.
Sounds like you've been waiting on this to speak about this. Yeah.
I didn't do this for me. I really did this for every battler on URL who don't stick up for themselves and don't stand up for themselves. But yet I talked to all of y'all behind the scenes, and I'm not gonna put nobody's name out there. I'm the one who jumped off, took that jump. So I did this for every battle rapper, man. Change gotta come, bro. Change gotta come. Like we almost looked at it as if it's just like it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I made my point to say how I felt. You know what I'm saying? And I've been feeling that way for years, you know. It's artists that choke, it's artists that don't really love this at all. But yet, we give them anything. We give them chance after chance after chance. They can choke 30, 40 times. You could just, you know what I'm saying? You do all of that. But when it comes to somebody you could call with 1 week, 2 week prep, you treat them like you take them for granted. Me, Danny Myers, it's a list of us, you know what I'm saying? And I've been peeping it for a long time, and I ain't like the way it felt, you know what I'm saying?
How risky do you think that is, or do you even care? Like, is it to the point where as though you're just like, I gotta say this no matter what happens?
I care enough to speak my piece because I dedicated nearly a decade of my life to this company. So after almost 10 years of being on this company, for me to still feel the way that I feel today, that's a major issue for me. I don't feel like it's just, I feel like there's facades of battle rap that tell you that you're gonna be super successful by being on this platform. And then when reality kicks in, we're faking the funk for y'all. We're getting in front of 15 Minutes of Fame and other platforms, and we're acting as if we got all this money or we're paid or we're this, bro. In reality, bro, I'm serious about what I said. My deposit was barely enough to pay my rent, show up and get an outfit. That's real. You know what I'm saying? I make way more getting a job. So for all you up and coming battlers out there who expect this to be a life-changing situation, don't quit your day job. I'm being serious. Don't quit your day job. Have other sources of income. This is not what it's made out to be. Stop listening to these top tiers tell you about $20,000 and $30,000 checks. I got $3,600 for this battle. It's a blessing to get that, but after being 8 years on this platform, come on, man. It's gotta change. Something gotta change. My money actually went down. Like I got a certain amount of money for Nunn, and ever since then it's been gradually just dropping. And I know there's gonna be people in the comments, you ain't worth it, you ain't worth it. Well, that's your opinion. My opinion is I dedicated almost a decade of my life, countless hours, times away from my family, nights of no sleep, memorizing, practicing, the stress, the anxiety that comes with just to please y'all, just in hopes that y'all love the material that I rap. Just to be told that it still ain't worth it after this many years. So I care from the aspect of speaking my heart, but I don't care what the future holds because I gave my life to Christ recently, and Real Deal was right about that. But ever since I've been walking with God, I just feel like God gonna make a way. I gotta stop putting my faith in a man to open up a door for me that he clearly not gonna open. So I said what I wanted to say. I felt how I felt, and I laid it all on the line. And whatever happens, happens. If I don't make it back to you on Real Smack, we know what happened.
And that's how you ended the round too. So it sounds like it's two things. Like I would say you sound like you're not getting what you're worth, and also a lot of people I know you mentioned, you know, twerk choking, and then they still book. You know what I mean? So are those the two things? The biggest issue is
they have their favoritism. They have their picks. If you're not a part of their inner circle, they treat you as card filler. Don't introduce me on stage as your brother, but treat me like card filler outside the ring.
That was crazy when you said that. Yeah, that was crazy.
Did he not introduce me as his brother?
Yes.
How am I your brother if I've been working for you for 8 years and I don't have your phone number?
Now I see you talk to Beasley afterwards. Seems like Beasley doesn't have a problem. We don't know if Smack does.
It's
So
money. This is the thing. If Beasley was the person standing there, he would have caught that clip. Unfortunately, Smack, you're the guy that's standing right there.
right.
So you are the face of this league. You are who I gotta have this conversation with. Because I've tried to have this conversation over the phone behind the scenes. It's always undermined. Well, guess what? Now you can't talk. You just gotta let me talk. And I'm gonna say it for the whole world to see. So that's how I feel.
And again, I've talked to you before, and this ain't just happened yesterday. It didn't happen last week. Like, this is something that, has been building up for a little while. And how does it feel now to get on that stage and finally just say what you wanted to say?
It feels good because I feel like I spoke on behalf of the culture. Now, whether it makes a difference, I don't know. But at least it was like a weight lifted off my shoulders.
Right.
And I mean, honestly, Uncle Rod, this may be the last interview you ever do. I don't know what the future holds. You know what I'm saying? I love the battle rap. I don't love it. I mean, you can see it.
I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I'm losing a lot of love for this culture. Sorry for battle rap. And I gotta add the culture too. So I get it. You have your frustrations about the culture. I have my own too. So I feel you.
It's toxic. It's lethargic.
Yes.
It's redundant. It's our level of talent is being simplified by can you sound like this person? Can you be marketed? I literally have had conversations about if I was to punch somebody on if I was to punch somebody on stage, they would book me like this. But if I show up with 1 week prep and rap my heart out, that's almost like, good job, see you next time. So what are we marketing here? What is the market here? What is our business plan here? Is this ultimate rap league or is this ultimate drama, fake gangster league? Like, what is this? I'm confused on what this is. I jumped into this because I love the art form, I love the lyricism, and I felt like URL was the greatest rappers in the world. I don't feel like we're the greatest rappers in the world now. I don't. I feel like you gotta sound like one thing, and just like, man, I don't know.
Well, I'll stand by like everybody else to see what happens, man. Hopefully they will book you again, and hopefully the money will get a little bit better because you one of those guys, man. That's one thing I can say, man. I watched your career, man. I've been around watching you, grow in this culture. So hopefully something will change.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah. Fuck. Your name, what was it again?
Real deal. Nah, it's not nothing, man. I know what it is. We in North Carolina, 15 minutes of fame. Yo, I appreciate you, Uncle Rob, for always doing this, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing, bro. You don't get your flowers, so I'm going to give you your flowers. I know a lot of times this is coming out of your pocket just to show up, to be at these events. You travel all around the country to come here and do this for us so we can get our message out there. So that means the world to me. If don't nobody else tell you that, thank you for your contribution and the sacrifices you make. You know what I'm saying?
None in the morning?
None at night.
My man. Thank you, brother.
Oh, thank you.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.